Ugh, how does he eat this stuff? How's it going, everyone? I'm super excited to show y'all this awesome Popeye ship from Pantasy. They reached out to see if I wanted to share any of their sets with y'all, and when I saw this one, I said definitely. It's called the Popeye Treasure Hunt Steamship and has over 1,800 pieces. I really had a great time building it, and it's packed with tons of features and details. It's officially licensed from Popeye, and Pantasy did such a great job with everything. The box shows the ship in front of a nice sunset, and the ship has a glossy texture, so it really pops. The back shows the set's different features on a treasure map, which we'll also see in the instructions. Inside are two more boxes that have a nice schematic outline of the set on them. The first box has the two instruction books, a sticker sheet, and bags 1 through 5. The second box contains the rest of the bags 6 through 15. The instructions are well made and what you would expect from a quality brand. There's a treasure map on the cover, and inside has the outline of various Popeye art. There's a little history of Popeye, and it states that the inspiration for the set was from the various treasure hunting ships in the show. Now, I'm not a huge Popeye fan or anything, but I did watch it as a kid, so there might be a little nostalgia. Regardless, this set is a ton of fun and is actually now one of my favorites, and I mean that including all of my LEGO sets too. The set measures 7.5 inches by 22 inches and 19.5 inches tall. It sits loosely on this black stand with a big Popeye sticker on the nameplate. There are 5 big stickers in this set that cover multiple pieces at a time. I was a little apprehensive at first, but I didn't have any problems applying them, and I think they all look really great. All of the other pieces are prints. The ship just rests on the stand, but it won't slip off due to some boat slider pieces underneath. I like the dark red and dark blue hull, along with all the various steampunky elements. There are also several fun homages to Popeye throughout the set. The front, which I think is called the bowsprit, is in the shape of a pipe. The canopy here is Popeye's hat, and of course the giant can of spinach in the rear thruster. This is definitely a mix between a sailing ship with its big sails and a steamship with the engine, propeller, and all the gears and pipes everywhere. The best feature is that you can turn this knob and the propeller turns underneath. It also turns all the gears in a seemingly haphazard way with chains and rubber bands, and it makes the pipes go up and down. I had fun building all the gears throughout the set, and it was a nice addition to all the standard system building. Speaking of the gears and pipes, there are a ton of metallic colors in this set. Lots of gold and silver in the pipes and gears, and also on various accents, like around the hull windows, the hat buttons, and the car rim in the bowsprit. And I think this part looks great with the tire piece in brown. On the deck we have the wheel, some levers with either a speed or heading print, and a throttle build with a high to low printed gauge. Next to that is the anchor windlass, and if you turn it, it winds the anchor up and down. The print on the front says strong, strong. On the side there's a lantern, shovel, and a megaphone, I think. These two top sections come off to give better access inside the cabin. There are a bunch of controls here, including that speed/heading print, a temperature and pressure print, a radar, and I think a radio print. Behind that there's the big boiler. Its door opens and there's even some coal spilled out on the floor. In the corner is a fire extinguisher and a great photo of Popeye in olive oil. Back outside there's some good details for the boiler with pipes, the temperature and pressure print, and a whistle jutting out from the side. I pointed out how the top deck is in the shape of Popeye's hat, which I think is pretty fun. There's a telescope build here, along with the main sail. The sail has a nice Popeye print on it, and there's another whistle up top. The next section is this great red smokestack that has a slight angle to the upper half. There are various pipes poking up around it, and 2 great murals of olive oil on top. These stickers look great, and I'm glad that there's a different one on each side. The starboard side has a platform hanging from the top, where Popeye can either be painting or washing the smokestack. The back section is a tower of gears that control the bouncing pipes up top and spin the propeller down below. I kinda wish the gear ratio on the propeller was higher so that it would spin faster when you turn the knob, but it's not bad and the whole thing does work well. Next to that is the really cool giant can of spinach, which I think acts as a jet engine. Either that or it's the exhaust, but I like to think of it as a jet because that's more fun. Above that is the rear sail with a nice print of Popeye's silhouette on an anchor, which says Loyal. Around the starboard side we have a lifeboat crane, which can noisily rotate around the rear and port side, and it lowers the boat by turning this knob. There's a ladder up to the gear tower, some portholes that open up, and a few tools. There's also this spear gun build to catch some fish. And this here is a little play feature so you can launch Bluto overboard. I think the sides of the ship look great with the white shaping, the life preservers, large portholes, and even these gray phone pieces. Actually, the port side hides one last feature. If you hinge this piece up, this section pulls out. Inside are 2 scene builds that can be taken out. The first is a bench press for Popeye to work out on and contains numerous cans of spinach. It also has this kind of random rotating mechanism to showcase a spinning can of spinach. The other scene is a drill that turns, along with a treasure chest with some treasure inside. There's also a nice map print. Lastly are the minifigures, which I think are all really great. Popeye and Bluto are minifigure shaped, but their arms are actually connected with ball and socket joints, which means you can angle them out for more range of motion. I really like how that works and will offer more posability compared to LEGO minifigs. Their torsos also rotate a little, allowing for even more poses. Popeye looks great with all his printing, including his anchor arm tattoos, and I think his face looks great with his nose and pipe. Bluto also has great printing with a recognizable angry face. Olive Oil is actually a mini doll figure, which I think works quite well because she is definitely a lot taller and thinner than Popeye is. Her body and face printing is also well done, and she actually has a little 3D nose protruding. And then there's a little micro figure for Sweet Pea and a small figure for Jeep. I couldn't be happier with this set, and like I said, it's one of my all-time favorites now. On their website, this set sells for $150, which I think is a pretty good price. But if you live in the US and go to their US Amazon store, it's listed for only $110. Additionally, they currently have a $10 off Amazon coupon you can click, and they gave me this coupon code Stonewall S to share with y'all that saves another 10% or $11. So right now, you can get this awesome set for only $90. I know I didn't pay for my set, but $90 is an amazing price for this masterpiece, and I would absolutely buy it myself at that price. That coupon code is only good for 3 months, so if you like Popeye or just think this set looks cool, I'd say go for it. If you're not in the US, they also gave me a coupon for their website, which is Stonewall, for another 10% off, which is still pretty good. FYI, they also have a pretty cool buildable Popeye and Olive Oil set. I'm really glad Pantasy sent me this set to share with y'all, and I hope you enjoyed checking it out as much as I did. As always, hope you have a great day. It really is bad.